Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. We are in 17th chapter, At Dakshineswara. It was a winter morning, and the master was sitting near the east door of his room, wrapped in his moleskin shawl. He looked at the sun and suddenly went into samadhi. His eyes stopped blinking, and he lost all consciousness of the external world. After a long time, he came down to the plane of the sense world. Rakhal, Hazra, M, and other devotees were seated near him. At the thought of divine, sun representing the life principle in all jivas, so many living beings, in them life is sustained by sun. If there is no sunshine, no life on this earth. So sun is taken always as representative of this nature which sustains all lives on this earth. Whatever form of life exists on this earth is sustained by sunshine. We don't actually understand so easily, but the fuel that we use in any form is sunshine stored in this earth, whether it is coal, coke, or petroleum. All these are sunshine stored. The plant receives the sunshine, converts the food material gathered from the earth, directly gathered from earth, into the food that any animal can eat. All food products are prepared by this plant system. And this life is an expression of consciousness through matter. Spirit expressing through body is life. Now this life, this bodily existence is possible for life to sustain only when consciousness is God. The all-pervading consciousness that sustains the universe is expressing through every body as Jivatman, the individual soul. The cosmic soul expresses. Bodily existence of any animal, including plants, through which consciousness can express, is some form of sunshine. Sunshine converts the earth into matter that can be edible by other beings. So sustains the life. So when Sri Ramakrishna saw the sun, he went into samadhi. There are two factors. One is God's presence. He is feeling the lives. So many lives on this earth. Each life is God expressing through matter. So the whole thing, Sri Ramakrishna, now it kindles the heart of Sri Ramakrishna. Anywhere, any sign of divinity, his heart kindles. And the love flows out. O Lord, in what all forms are you here? How you are manifesting as the universe, and immanent you are there. How you remain unaffected by all this play going on as a transcendental reality. How you are present in all lives as the indweller. How you are controlling the whole universe, being the Lord of this universe. Each aspect of God he observes, and he is filled with ecstatic love of God, which makes him. It happens, the whole play happens within seconds for him. Divine is not there in this world. He has entered into the transcendental, and it is called samadhi, spiritual ecstasy, ecstatic state of divine love. Rakhal, Hazra, M and other devotees were seated near him. Master to Hazra, the state of samadhi is certainly inspired by love. It is inspired by love. Love, just seeing sun, how his love is kindled for God, seeing various aspects of God present in this universe. Once at Shambazar, they arranged a kirtan at Natwar Goswami's house. There I had a vision of Krishna and the gopis of Vrindavan. I felt that my subtle body was walking at Krishna's heels. I felt that my subtle body, Sukshma Sharira, was walking at Krishna's heels. Imagine he is gone somewhere, somebody's house, he gets a vision of Krishna with gopis in Vrindavan. And he is not there. He is already, the gross body is the physical body which we see moving about in this world. This is something like hardware. And behind it stands another body, the subtle body, which is making this gross body, this physical body move. That is called subtle body. This gross body is made up of 5 elements. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apa, Prithvi. 5 elements have become this bodily existence. Behind it stands the subtle body, mind and senses we can generally say, but it is Pancha Jnanendriya, Pancha Karmendriya, Pancha Prana, Buddhi, Manas. Mind and intellect along with 5 sense organs, 5 organs of actions, and 5 varieties of energies that are making this body survive. So this is subtle body, which is standing, mind is standing behind the brain, the sight, the organ of perception. That is, organ is different from instrument. Eye instrument and eye organ. Eye organ is making me see. Eye instrument is the physical eye. When I sleep, the power, the capacity to see is withdrawn. Eye is there, I cannot see. Ear is open, Still, he cannot hear when he goes to sleep. All the five sense organs are withdrawn. Nose cannot smell, hands cannot touch, no sense organ are working. The sense organ are withdrawn from the sense instrument when you sleep. This sense instrument is external bodily content. The sense organs are subtle body, Sukshma Sharira. Brain is gross body. Mind that works through that is subtle body, Sukshma Sharira. This is Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira. This whole bodily existence, subtle body, when you are asleep, physical body you are separated, and in dream you see you are moving about. That body with which you move about is again subtle body. The mind and senses are working still, which was making the body move about, think, see, all these activities going on is withdrawn and it is dreaming now. So this subtle body, which we are in deep sleep, in sleep, dreaming state, waking, dreaming and deep sleep. Dreaming state, what we are, which is that body. That body is, I am experiencing, I am there. That body is the Sukshma Sharira, which Sri Ramakrishna sees separating from his body, and it is at the heel of Sri Krishna walking. These are all any soul who forgets his own physical body in ecstatic love of God can experience. These are all transcendental aspect of existence. The world which we see, they have three layers: the gross, the subtle and the causal. Our body also has got three layers: the gross, the subtle and the causal. Pertaining, when we pervade all the three bodies, we are in waking state. Leaving the physical body, I am in dream state. Leaving the mind and senses, I am in deep sleep. This projection of the self to the three bodies and withdrawal makes me pass through waking, dreaming and deep sleep states. So Sri Ramakrishna is experiencing. We can see our own subtle body if we are awake in dream. Now he has entered into transcendental realm where he is witness of all the three bodies, physical, subtle, and he is not there in any of these. In Samadhi, he is not there in any of these, but he is witness of all the three bodies. He sees his body moving about. He sees his body sitting in meditation. He sees his deep sleep where all the things of this world, the thoughts, identity, the knowledge, everything lying there of this world, he sees lying there in the causal body, and he is beyond all the three, in Samadhi, one with God. I went into Samadhi when similar devotional songs were sung at the Harisabha in Jorashanko in Calcutta. That day, they feared I might give up my body. It will be for onlooker, it will be very severe. All of a sudden, body becomes still. No winking of eyes, no movements of the body, all become still. After the master had finished his bath, he again spoke of the ecstatic love of the gopis. He said to him and other devotees, one should accept the fervent attachment of the gopis to their beloved Krishna. Sing this song like this. Tell me, friend, how far is the grove where Krishna, my beloved, dwells? His fragrance reaches me even here, but I am tired and can walk no further. Tell me, friend, how far is the grove where Krishna, my beloved, dwells? His fragrance reaches me even here, but I am tired and can walk no further. The love-filled heart is running, walking. When in Vrindavan, the Krishna's flute, many gopas and gopis had flutes. All could play perhaps. But Krishna's flute was entirely different. It was life-giving. It can be distinguished from all others because all others flute everyone hears, understands, enjoys. But Krishna's flute would immediately awaken the inner divine love in the heart. Heart awakens. Others' flutes, senses awaken. The difference is the love that he pours through every song that he plays, every note he plays through his flute. He doesn't play flute for his own enjoyment or enjoyment of the others who are listening. Far from enjoyment, it is a call of the Spirit. It is call of the divine. The soul responds independent of bodily existence. The jiva which hears this call starts running. Which direction this sound is coming? Gopis used to run, hearing as they run, the sound would look, it's still far away. And at one place, they would get tired and sit after running. Then they see the form of the Krishna nearby. That is a state when all the energies of the jiva gets exhausted in search of God, the God appears. Because intellect and ego are still there chasing the God. When intellect, the buddhi dissolves. When ego dissolves, the metal is ready for casting. So the soul gets exhausted in sadhana. I can no more do anything. Days and nights pass without sleep. In sadhaka's life you can see, he's mad after God. He wants to realize, he wants to transcend this nature which is binding him. And so the struggle is moving, making him run. Various ways he adopts, what all he can think, what all he has read, what all he has understood, what Guru has told him. What Guru tells the Shishya belongs to the transcendental realm. And it is being told in the physical plane. And the Shishya disciple understands in his background. Guru is telling something in his background. His background is of the eternal, unchanging reality, and the disciple's background is the constantly changing flux of this universe. What is taught is not what is learned. So, difference between Guru's words and actually what he should do, he becomes far off. And then the disciple tries to bridge in between the Guru's telling and his own understanding. He cannot reach. Whatever he does, Guru had told him to pray, to worship, to meditate, to repeat the name of God, sing the names and glories of God. All this, he has done all this, but he has not reached the goal. Because all these were means to express the heart. All this was done by intellect and ego. They could understand. Heart cannot understand. But what has to move is heart. I am offering heart through worship. I am offering heart through japa. I am offering my heart through all aspects of sadhana. So here we see the thing is going on smoothly and joyfully in the presence of God as an offering of heart. When this secret awakens, he becomes silent. All spiritual practices stop and heart is open for God to manifest and reveal himself there. So these gopis used to run and get exhausted and stay. Then this utterance comes. Tell me, friend, how far is the grove where Krishna, my beloved, dwells? His fragrance reaches me even here. The body in those days and at all times, we use some kind of perfume. In those days, sandal paste was very common. Others like agaru and many items were there. The deers from Nabhi, the fragrance comes out. All these were used for making the body fragrant. So that smell of the Lord, she is able to, one of the senses are able to perceive. Other senses have become blind because of the ego's presence. He is able to do. Now when he gets lost, then the vision of God appears. Again he sang, I am not going home, O friend, for there it is hard for me to chant my Krishna's name. Some obstructions. We see even physical love, say love between child and mother. We often see the calf after the birth. A day or two they try to keep near its mother. Then the calf is taken away and tied elsewhere, that mother can see and child can see mother. And how they long to become one. They'll be struggling. The child wants to, the calf wants to run towards mother. But they are tied far off. The struggle goes on. Two hearts are pulling each other. And there the love, we can see how it drags. And if there is any obstruction for the expression of this love, like this, it cannot call on God. Maybe people are obstructing, don't waste your time. Even in our ordinary sadhana in spiritual life, at this present age, we are, how many obstructions we see from our own people at home in doing our spiritual practices freely and joyfully. How many people assist them? You do, I will take your responsibility. They say, you will have to look after all this. If you sit day and night like that, who will take care of family? They do not know God takes care of all things. These people whom we depend upon are only temporary supports. So there we see, where I cannot do my spiritual practices, I don't want to stay. Those who are serious about the spiritual practices and they constantly, wherever they go, they see the obstruction, they want to renounce. Oh, I want to call on God peacefully. I want a place where I can put all my heart and soul and call upon God. So here is that song, I am going home, O friend, for there it is hard for me. I am not going home, O friend, for there it is hard for me to chant my Krishna's name. The song goes on. It is not fully given here, only 2 lines are given. Sri Ramakrishna had vowed to offer green coconut and sugar to Siddheshwari, the Divine Mother, for Rakhal's welfare. He asked him whether he would pay for the offerings. See, many monks who have renounced the world and who have given up all contact with wealth and property, money in any form, and physical support from others to help. They need some support in their life. Here we see Sri Ramakrishna is asking someone whether they can support his vow that he wants to offer green coconut and sugar for Divine Mother for the welfare of this Rakhal, his beloved child. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dhritavigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha.